Hey everyone, hope you're doing good. We're reading the Sealed Nectar, Sealed Nectar. Alright, now we're in a very interesting section. It is titled Bani Lihyan Invasion. Alright, let's see what it's all about. Bani Lihyan had acted treacherously towards 10 of the Prophet's companions at Ar-Raji and had them hanged. Okay. At Ar-Raji. Their location being situated deep in the heart of Hijaz on the borders of Mecca, and due to deep-seated blood revenge between the Muslims on the one hand and the Quraysh and the Arabs on the other, the Prophet, peace be upon him, considered it unwise to penetrate deep and come close to the greatest enemy. Yeah, going into the hornet's nest is not a joke, right? Quraysh, however, when the power of the allied confederates collapsed and they began to slacken and resign to the current unfavorable balance of power, Allah's Messenger, peace be with him, seized this rare opportunity and decided that it was time to take revenge on Bani Lihyan. Alright, it's gonna action! He set out in Rabiul Awal or Jumada al-Ula in the 6th year of Al-Hijra. Let's mark that date. At the head of 200 Muslim fighters and pretended to be heading for Syria. Then soon changed route towards Batn Garan, the scene of his companions' tragedy, and invoked Allah's mercy on them. Oh wow, so that'll help the soldiers to realize, like, hey, this is what we're fighting for. See it right in front of you. It's pretty a potent way to also motivate people. News of his march reached Bani Lihyan, who immediately fled to the mountain tops nearby, and thus remained out of his reach. On his way back, the Prophet, peace be upon him, dispatched a group of 10 horsemen to a place called Qura-ul-Gamim. Interesting. So that the Quraysh would hear of which would confirm his growing military power. That which would confirm his power. All of these clashes took 14 days, after which he left to return home. This paragraph is titled Expeditions and Delegations Continued. 1. A platoon led by Ukasha bin al-Mihsan was dispatched in the 6th year of Al-Hijra to a place called Al-Gamur, inhabited by Bani Asad. Bani Asad. The enemy immediately fled, leaving behind them 200 camels, which were taken to Medina. Oh, so they took the camels and sold them or kept them. That's actually pretty smart if that's the case. I wonder what. I mean, no. I'm trying to think about why they would leave the camels behind. They must have had. They wanted to get out quick. Didn't have enough way to tie the camel train. Rope them all up. You could have done like a line. A platoon led by Muhammad bin Maslama set out towards the habitation of Bani Thalaba in Duhul Kasa. Oh snap, someone's coming. But 100 enemy soldiers ambushed and killed all of them when they were sleeping. Dude! Dang! That's like, it's so subtle how the author just wrote it, right? It's just like, and they were just, killed while they were sleeping. And you're like, that's actually so brutal. Imagine you're snugly, just sleeping, comfortable, not a worry in the world. And all of a sudden, that's it. They didn't have any time to prepare for anything. Except Muhammad bin Maslama, who managed to escape badly wounded. Wow, look at that. Imagine he woke up, saw all these dead people, and was like, I'm alive, I gotta get out of here. Oh, that'd be horrible. Oh, talk about a nightmare. 3. In retaliation against Bani Thalaba, Abu Ubada bin al-Jarrah, at the head of 40 men, was dispatched to the Hul Kasa. They walked that night and took the enemy by surprise in the morning. Again, they fled to the mountains, except one who was injured and later embraced Islam. They gained a lot of booty in that particular incident. Makes sense. It was a night surprise, and then that turned into a morning surprise, so yeah. A platoon under the leadership of number 4, sorry. Zayd bin Haritha. Zayd bin Haritha was sent to Al-Jumum area of Bani Sulaim in Mar Azhran in the same year. A woman from Bani Muzana showed them the way to the enemy's camp. Oh, she's like, hey, they're over that way. Let's go. There the Muslims took some captives and gained a lot of booty. Later on, Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, granted the woman her freedom and married her to one of his followers. Talk about a reward. Nice. Get your freedom. You get a husband too. Number 5. Zayd bin Haritha. In Jumada al-Ula, 6th year of al-Hijrah, at the head of 170 horsemen, set out to a place called Al-Is, intercepted a caravan of Quraysh led by Abu Las, the Prophet's son-in-law, and looted their camels. Abu Las escaped and took refuge in Zainab's, his wife and the Prophet's daughter's house. Oh. He begged her to ask the Prophet, peace be upon him, for the refund of his wealth. The Prophet, peace be with him, recommended, but without compulsion, that the people do that. They immediately gave the man back all his wealth. Wow. Look at that, though. Since he didn't make it compulsory, and he gave him a choice, shows you how much power he had. They listened just by the utterance of him. See, he didn't have to command and be like, do it, or I'll behead you. No, they're like, oh, he said, okay, I'll do it. And then other people saw it and followed suit. He went back to Mecca, gave over the trust to those entitled to them, embraced Islam, and immigrated to Medina, where the Prophet, peace be with him, reunited him with his wife, Zainab, after 3.5 years of their first marriage contract. The verse relating to prohibition of marriage between women, Muslims, and disbelievers had not been revealed then. Oh, okay. Good context insertion there. Number 6, in Jumada Ath-Thaniya, the same year, Zayd, at the head of 15 men, raided Bani Thalaba at the place Taraf or Tarak and captured 20 of their camels, but the people had fled. Getting a lot of camels. In Rajab of the same year, Zayd, at the head of 12 men, set out to a place called Wadi al-Qura on a survey mission to explore the movements of the enemy. The people there attacked the Muslims, killed 9 of them, while the rest, including Zayd bin Haritha, managed to escape. Wait a minute. Zayd seems to escape pretty well. Yeah. Took refuge. Oh, okay. Never mind. Seems like this Zayd person knows how to escape pretty good. The invasion Al-Kabat took place in the 8th year of Al-Hijrah, i.e. before Al-Hudaybiyah Treaty. The Al-Hudaybiyah Treaty. Abu Ubadah bin al-Jarrah led 300 horsemen to observe a caravan belonging to the Quraysh. The invasion of Al-Kabat. Interesting. Because of the lack of food supplies, they began to starve so much that they had to eat kabat, leaves of trees. You know, they also talked about how the Native Americans had to do something very similar, eating bark off trees. Wow. You're desperate at that time. Very desperate if you're eating leaves like that. At least when you intercept all these camels, you can eat the camel if you want. Very interesting.